So, hi there everybody. Time to comment on your comments. And we start with Count Beauty. We need stout long sticks to make stilts for getting dry on another bank across the stream. Okay, two things here, Count. Firstly, we need long stout sticks to make. Good choice, to make. And then for getting, no, to get. Yeah, you could use for getting, but it's much more natural to use to get, because here you have an open choice of to or for, and getting dry clearly here is a verb. Therefore, use to. If this was a noun, you should use for. Okay, so we need stout long sticks to make stilts to get dry on another bank. Okay, this word another, I think it should be the other, because a stream has two banks, one bank and the other. I guess another bank would work if you're thinking about that the river has various different banks, and I guess that would work like that, but on the other bank across the stream. Okay, it's getting darker, so we must gather pace to collect twigs for a bonfire. Good English, well done. Give a rookie some bulky stout task to run him through his paces. Very good. Okay. God forbid to have a nails pace co-worker with an attention span of a goldfish. Okay, so a nails, well, firstly it should be S, but I guess that's just a typographical error. So a snail's pace co-worker as an adjective. So God forbid to have a co-worker who goes at a snail's pace and has the attention span of a goldfish. Okay, thank you. Well done, Count. Take care of yourself. Hello, Mohammed Omar. And what's the meaning of poke? You poke someone with your finger. To poke someone with a stick. You poke a fire with a stick, or even with a poker. Mohammed, I remember you're saying, that's good, that learning English fluent for non-native speakers of English requires the same effort as to be a skilled surgeon. I think so as well. I still think that. To be a very fluent non-native speaker, you need to practice for years. Yeah, it's not something you're ever going to learn in 10 minutes. Absolutely. And Mohammed Omar, I had hoped that you would be my English teacher 50 years ago. No, I had hoped. No. Let's see. This is let's see. I had hoped you would come today, but you wouldn't. Here you're going to have to change this. I would have liked, or I wish that you had been. That's probably better. It's better. I wish that you had been my English teacher 50 years ago, because it would have made a lot of difference to me. You're a wonderful philosopher. Thank you very much. And Static Bounce. Hi, Static. These videos are great. I love them. Brilliant. And Mohammed, I wish a lesson in the words of war, fighting and destruction and weapons, unfortunately. So I wish it, no, I wish to have, I would like to have, it's much better, I would like to have a lesson in the words of war, fighting, destruction and weapons, unfortunately. Why is there no stoutness? Stoutness exists, yeah. The stoutness of the boy was enormous. He looked terribly fat. Stouting, no. Not as a verb, but stout's already an adjective. At 3:58, you said stored. I think probably, I'm not certain, I think I might have said stolid, but I might be wrong. Or maybe solid, I don't know. So, Mohammed, you're the greatest English teacher I've ever known. Mum's the word. You're not going to tell anyone. Okay, and then Ossie Tal says thanks. Thanks for watching, Ossie. And VG, thanks. Great to see you, VG. And Leticia Geronimo, or Leticia Geronimo. The ineffable beauty of the sunset. That's a great example. And that's the picture. And Luke, okay, please check out Luke's segue video. Okay, Mohammed Omar, the most important need is persuasion. Okay, yes, the most important factor is persuasion. To have a way with words. If you have a way with words, you're good at persuading people. You have a way with words for me. Thank you very much, Mohammed. Good example. And the same meaning and words of... Okay, the same meaning and words as a similar Egyptian idiom. Clutching at straws, grasping at straws. Okay, I really enjoyed this video. Good, I'm glad to hear that. Timid, reticent, demure, and perhaps unassuming. Yeah, very definitely. I like those synonyms. Good, Mohammed. And, okay, you're the other Mohammed Al-Bunaga. Okay, and Mohammed Omar. Questionable, doubtful, suspicious, dubious, fishy, dubitable. Okay, yes, very good indeed. Unbelieving as well. Tentative. You've got different Arabic translations. Okay, so your synonyms are good, thank you. Nice and light, to shirk, good. And Rajani, hi Rajani, great to have you. And he says, or she says thanks. Fluke Dogwater, he's stolidly stoically endured the star-studded collar. I love the alliteration, that's great. Well done, Fluke. Simon Adams, excellent explanation, thank you. My pleasure. Stout and brawny, what is the difference? Okay, brawny is muscles. Brawn is pure muscle. Stout can be fat, and someone who's fat doesn't necessarily have muscles. Yeah, they use stout as a euphemism for fat. Yeah, somebody who's stout may be brawny, but they may not, and that's the difference. Let us drink stout and go out. Good example. So, Happy Bergner. Yes, I'm definitely British. Yeah, as British as they come. Well, maybe nowadays, having lived abroad for a long time, makes it different. Smug, conceited, vain, overweening, self-important. I like that word, overweening. It's quite a good one. I think it's W-E-A-N, but I'll have to check it. And smug, uppish, stylish, elegant, neat, classy, tidy, smug. Okay. The elegant, neat and classy, tidy. Okay, smug, stylish. Self-satisfied, uppish. Okay, 40 love. And how to pronounce the word keys. Yeah, keys. Surrey Keys, that's the sign. Was just looking up this word. Thanks for the pronunciation, heads up. Yeah, it's a difficult word to pronounce. Well, the pronunciation's easy, but it doesn't bear a lot to do with the spelling. Resonate. 40 love. I didn't give you a shout out. Hi, great to have you. His voice has resonance, so he decided to become a politician. The gymnasium has a lot of sound resonance. This one's okay. I would probably say sound resonates a lot in the gymnasium. Okay, and I wish I could pronounce your name. Pariah means teacher. Pariah means guru. Pariah means spoken in Tamil. Varai means mountain. Varayan means Malaysian. Malaysian means one who lives in the hills. In Tamil, W is a variant of B. For example, Bangladesh is written Wangladesh. The draft is what we have been called the Maruvi Parayan over time. Pariah means mountain goddess, Paravi. Pariah means descendants of goddess Parvati. What you are talking about is the news spread by the Jewish Brahmins, who have no historical knowledge about the people who were an obstacle to their rule with misleading lies. If the Indian Jewish Brahmins used their influence in the Oxford English Dictionary to write out in the Oxford Dictionary that it was paralyzing, pariah, to whom the outcast is to the Jews. Yes, pariah is outcast for Jewish vows, because pariahs were the scions of the earth and the Jews were the immigrants. All Westerners think beyond the the Oxford Dictionary, or search without knowing what is truth. The same holds, and we keep talking until today. What knowledge is that civilization? What knowledge is that civilization develops as technology proves that within a narrow circle man operates according to his likes and dislikes. There is news about pariahs in Tamil literature, and they are all high news, important news, good news. Okay. Thiruvalluvar is a pariah who brought the world public secret. Okay, who revealed a public secret to the world. Thirukural. It is unwise to speak without knowing anything about the pariah community, the majority community in Tamil Nadu. Okay, thank you for all this information. Let's see. To me, pariah is an interesting word. We use it in English to mean an outcast. But clearly, for you, this has many other meanings, and it's much deeper. So, Akshat, hello, sir. I would like to wish your daughter a happy Women's Day in advance. May she always be blissful. It's been a long time since she taught us. Okay, I will send her your regards, Akshat. I think the last time was about 3 months ago. She helped me do a live stream. Okay, this one I had a look at because this one to me is quite important. Dear teacher, here are my word suggestions. Please reply if you get them. Thanks. Okay, this is a brilliant word list. 40 Love from time to time gives me these massive lists of words, most of which I don't have. Thanks. I will go through them. That's probably 3 months' words for me. Vitriolic, I'm pretty sure I've got. Let's continue. So, Katia, good morning. Bright morning, my teacher. Good morning. That's a really nice greeting. Bright morning. I like that. It sounds really good. Would I say that in English? Well, maybe now because you've actually taught it to me. You see, what I love about students is very often they give me new ways of saying things that I wouldn't think of saying in English, but they're perfectly valid. So, Patricia. Hi, Patricia. 5:07 a.m. Bonjour, Alexandre. Hi, buddies. I would love to go back to sleep again. I'm so tired. I'm very tired. I'm exhausted. I'm disheartened. I'm worried. I'm concerned. Have a great day, folks. P.S. 7th March 2022. Yep, today's definitely the 7th. So, hi, P. I hope you managed to get a siesta later. So, you've been watching Mock and Collocations with Mind, which you enjoyed. Sharfaz Hamid. Betray is a strong word when it comes to a sales transaction. Even if a salesman tries to use his cleverness, betray is not something many salesmen do unless he doesn't like his job or have any respect for that customer. Once you betray, it's the end of the game. Okay, the answer was bamboozle. To me, a salesman needs to find a win-win situation. Okay, and you've repeated the same one again, Shadafaz. Thanks for commenting. Nice to have you. And P again, 507. Lovely super hot video with the word mind. Excellent. Many thanks. That's great, P. And 546. I've too much on my mind. I need a bold, brash bodyguard, a magnificent minder, a great video. You were really inspired here. Thanks, Alexander. My pleasure. And 1 minute to 6. I was furious when I realized they had double-crossed us and sabotaged the project, so I gave them an enormous gluttonous piece of my mind. That's very good, to give someone a piece of your mind, to tell them off, to be angry with them. 606. The Elvis song is You Were Always on My Mind, Girl. Not you are. Ah, you were. It was the past tense. Okay, it's all over. The end. Not surprising. Okay, thank you. Thank you, P. Thank you for correcting me. And Giliola. Hi, Giliola. Great to have you. I cannot dig into the depths of my soul the awareness of this problem that always and always wants to surface stoutly tenacious to all attempts to hide it. Thanks. Okay. So, this needs a little bit of help. It doesn't quite read properly. I cannot dig far enough into the depths of my soul to find the full awareness of this problem that always and always wants to surface stoutly tenacious to all attempts to hide it. Thanks. Okay, that I really like this. It's a shame this I cannot dig into the depths of my soul. Maybe you mean ingrain. I cannot here. No, but this is something that you want to hide. I cannot dig deep enough into the depths of my soul to hide the awareness of this problem that always and always wants to surface stoutly tenacious against all attempts to hide it. Thank you, Giliola. That's a very nice piece. I like it. It sounds very good. And Mila Mendez. What about tear, noun, tear from the eye? Can you say I'm tearing up or tearing down? If somebody tears up, they begin to cry. Yes, you very definitely can say I'm tearing up, Mila. Yeah, which is very different from to tear up, to break to pieces. And Manji, good morning, Manji. Great to have you. You're watching my trickle video. Lovely to see you, Manji. And Patricia, 724, trickle, great. I'm glad you liked it. And here we go. So, 731, Patricia. Sparkling water trickled down the clay-coloured rocks, splashed gently onto the pearly shining pebbles, covering the shrapnel of shells and broken seaweed. Oh, that's lovely. That's really nice. That reads so well. Ha. And Manji says, good alliterations again, Pat. And P says, thank you, M, sweetie. I hadn't quite realised they were there at first. Typical of me. It reads so beautifully. Sparkling water trickled down the clay-coloured rocks, splashed gently onto the pearly shining pebbles, covering the shrapnel of shells and broken seaweed. Yeah, that's a really good one. That's a really, really good one. That's one of your best. And Aunguthu Hatet. So thank you. Thank you for watching Dastardly. Great to have you. And she's got a new picture for him again. So there are many battle reports from the ancient Greek civilization which relate that Spartans were fierce, disciplined and stout warriors. Very good. They had stout hearts. Yeah? And they were stout in their resistance. Very good, Sheed. I like it. Well done. Okay, and Nitu. Hi, Nitu. In the early morning hours, one's mental abilities and grasping powers are high. But as the day progresses, they tend to a trickle. They tend to become. They wane to a trickle. Perhaps that's why ancestors advise us to study in the mornings rather than evenings. Okay, and grasping powers. I'm not happy with grasping powers because if you describe somebody as grasping, they want more. They just want things. They want what they can get. And powers of understanding, powers to grasp ideas, cognitive abilities. And Manji agrees. I'm going to give Nitu a heart there. Here. And Nitu says, I knew and expected your reply here. I believe all Indian ancestors must have had more or less the same perspective towards leading life. Okay, that's very good. I like it, towards leading life. And Manji says, exactly, Nitu. And I'm delighted to see how effortlessly we tune in. And Nitu says, the feeling is mutual. I love this when my students get on. Okay, thank you, Nitu, and thank you, Manji, as well. Nitu, the leakage from the broken pipe was just a trickle, but later things turned worse. Things got worse. Things became worse. Things took a turn for the worst. The trickle resulted in becoming. No. The trickle became a stream. Yeah? Presently, the trickle became a stream. Yeah, resulted in becoming. No. Okay, thank you, Nitu. The idea's fine, though. You've understood trickle very well. P. Hi, P. Great to have you again. 7:58. Some guys get too garrulous at parties. This is because they get drunk. I'm thinking of a friend in particular. He is convinced that he is the cynosure of all eyes and could talk and coax and wrench the hind legs off a poor donkey. Okay, the phrase here is to talk the hind legs off a poor donkey, and I love the other bit she's added. Suffice it to say, he doesn't get any girls and he hasn't any friends either. Yeah, he's too fond of the sound of his own voice. Yeah, if he thinks he's the only person to be the centre of attention, boof. Yeah, pretty nasty person. Manji. Hi, every time my grandmother reminisces about the erstwhile grandeur of her family, tears trickle down her chin. That's lovely English. I like you using erstwhile. I like your use of reminisces. I like this trickle. That reads really nicely. Well done, Manji. And Patricia. 8:10. Her dark eyes welled with hot tears. There was a halo of wet light on her starry mauve blue eyeshadow. The kohl rimmed her eyes, smudged and mingled with the tears, trickling down her petal-burnished cheeks and threw golden glints on her dark skin. That's lovely again. Well done, P. Yeah, I like that a lot. I was thinking there was a comment earlier about she teared up, and here this is a description of tearing up, but with lots of lovely words. And Ronan says, great to the live stream. Thanks for coming, Ronan. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Okay, and Jerem. Hi, Jerem. Thanks for coming to the stream. I forgot to say to Patricia as well, thank you, P, for coming to the stream. And Manji as well. Thank you, Manji, for coming to the stream. It's wonderful. The trickle of water in the rain sewer turned into a torrent after the day-long heavy rain. Literal meaning, a rain sewer. You see, I think normally a sewer is for dirty water. It's for effluent. I would probably say the drainage pipe. Yeah? Okay, but it turned into a torrent after the day-long heavy rain. The trickle of donations to UNICEF turned into a flood after the invasion of Ukraine. Figurative, good. My tablet has an internal trickle charger, good, to protect the battery from being overloaded while charging. Technical meaning. That's great, Jerem. Thanks very much. And okay, this was just my comment to give my bamboozle video to help explain this question. Shah Nawar Khan, great explanation. Thanks a lot, sir. Great to have you. Navanitha, hi Navanitha. The process of trickling water is used in farming fields for irrigation purposes. Yes, it's very important to trickle water into the fields because like that much less evaporates. Exactly, Navanitha. Great to have you. And Patricia, 919. When you send forwards to your buddies on your mobile, you're sending excerpts of your interests, your passions, your way and style of thinking, your raison d'être, your mode of life. By the way, you can clearly hear the difference between the two words. It was a great idea to include this word in your repertoire of videos. An excerpt. Yeah? Excerpt. That's a really good word. Thank you. I love it. Okay, thanks, P. That's great. Navanitha. The city mall has been built with the amazing trickling water fountain in its front side. Okay, yeah. It's probably in the side of it. It's part of the building. That's good English, Navanitha. Thank you. And Nitu. Those valorous souls battling on Ukrainian soil for their country possess stout resilience. May God help them and help them. And may God help them. And we need some sort of verb here. And ensure their perseverance pays off soon. Okay, you need some sort of verb here. May God help them. Yeah? And ensure and hope and help. Okay, it needs some sort of verb here, need to. Thank you. Okay, and P, 949, a hoo-ha. Okay, that was one of the question words. And a ballyhoo, exactly. So both of those words, a ballyhoo, it's making a big fuss, making a ruckus, complaining. Yes, and that's why the question, because then I can put these words into the comments section of that. So, Flunky, hi! As pointed out below, one can enjoy a pint of stout, a word for an alcoholic beverage, a bit old-fashioned but still applicable today, as a pint of Guinness, for example. Good English, Funky. It's Funky, I love it. So, Patricia, are there two videos on ballyhoo? Very probably. Yeah, I think probably the maximum are probably 4 videos on the same thing. It's very probable. Let me just have a check. Yeah, look, the thumbnail is different. So yes, there are 2 ballyhoo videos. And kerfuffle, that's the other one. Yes. So kerfuffle. People complaining, people making a mountain out of a molehill. Good, yes, they're all of these. So, Rizgar, hi there, Rizgar. Do you want to trickle and drizzle some olive oil over the salad? Yes, I would love you to, Rizgar. Yeah, exactly. Sniggering. Ha! Yes, exactly, Patricia. You've got that. Okay, reasons. Verb. The others are nouns. The level of formality and sonority, hoo-ha, ballyhoo, hullabaloo and kerfuffle are cool versions, informal versions of clamour, manifestations of emotional outburst, Hollywood and Bollywood combined and revisited. The word sniggering doesn't have these trappings. Hope I'm not wrong this time. You are absolutely right, and you've got the idea perfectly, P. Thank you. That's a really, really good explanation. Okay, Patricia. Patricia. Depends. When I see that awful neighbour, I couldn't become more querulous, just like her. Then I would be lost in maundering thoughts. I would assail the others with a litany of woes about non-existential problems and get inextricably embroiled in caustic kerfuffles and ballyhoo skirmishes. That's a lovely one again, P. Thank you very much. I love it. I love you using ballyhoo kerfuffles. Yeah, that's great. That's really nice. Nora. Hi, Nora. Great to have you. I hope your CELTA course is going well. So, trickle. Instead of shoving so much heavy information into the student's mind, the teacher can simply trickle in bits and bits of information little by little to learn it more quickly, more rapidly. Okay, can trickle in bits and bits. Try this phrase, bits and bobs. Yeah, the English is perfectly fine, but you could use the word bits and bobs. Try bits and bobs as well. Okay, and Nora Mandur. Dearest teacher, if I say to have a bird's eye view of the text or reality means to have a comprehensive view of something, it's an overview, looking down on it. Yeah, it's looking at the whole thing. Yeah, it's looking at the big picture rather than individual details. Definitely, Nora. And dear teacher, can I send you the first TP I had in my CELTA course and the tutor's feedback, just to tell me kindly your opinion? By the way, the CELTA course is so overwhelming. Of course, please do send it to me, Nora. That's great. Okay, and Sheed. In the summer, whilst having my breakfast on the terrace, I like watching the morning dew trickling down among the leaves. That's really good English. No mistake, Sheed. Yes. Yes, that's really good. I love that. Well done. That's well done, Sheed. I love it. And Nora, to start off with a small trickle of information in the teaching lesson is the best gateway to reach students' minds. Yes, exactly. And Akshat, tears trickle down her cheeks to know that the penurious old lady she just met, I would say she had just met. She just met is okay. I prefer with the had, but it's not essential. Had not been helped by anyone so far. Only a trickle of people came to buy some of the flowers she sells, but it did not make the slightest difference to her life. Yeah, I love the flower sellers in India, selling jasmine outside the temples. Okay, engine. It pivots the whole affair. Depends on our behaviour. Either we will succeed or not. So it pivots the whole affair. It depends on our behaviour. Either we will succeed or not. Good work, engine. And Dommy, number one. Yes, that's the sniggering, definitely. Well done. And Akshat. The actor says that there is no such character as a journalist in the famous novel, but when it was converted into a show, the director decided on the part of the young journalist living in the same society. He helps the society members by covering their issues. He further says that acting was a novelty, as he was a medical student when he was approached to play the part. Yeah, that reads very nicely. Good English, action. Great. And 35th like. Thank you, VG. Great to see you. And even though I turned the garden tap off completely, there were still trickles of water running out of it. Good work. And slow sunset. Great to see you. For foreigners, reading an English technical book is killing two birds with one stone, due to the fact that you are learning English and at the same time learning the specifics of what the book is about. So, and that you are learning. That's great. Great to see you, Sunset. I called a plumber to mend the trickling tap in the storehouse. Good English, VG. Blood trickled from the guy's injured leg and he was sent to the hospital. Good English, VG. Since it's a holiday, we've only had a trickle of customers today. More good English. The choir was tuning up as people started trickling in. And another good one. The lights were being turned off as the audience trickled out. Great. And done by, yeah, hard done by, badly treated is a good phrasal verb. So let's refresh. Only 36 minutes. I thought it was going to take me longer. That's good. Okay, and let's see what else we've had since I started. They're probably 2 or 3. That's my guess. 3. And here we go. Yes. No, it's just the one. So, P, thank you very much. Thank you for watching Sham. Okay, so if you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.